Cast. Time travel one time in your life. Where are you going?
Pleasure to have known you.
Absolutely love the fit.
Getting Doug.
Hang on, my thing's falling.
Chico has officially left.
I don't even have a job. And Randall boat vlog.
Are we making it big right now?
Dude, I went in with 3 balls.
CAHOOTS.
Transition of all time. Look at blue behind me. Actually, how the conspiracy is somewhat true. The Illuminati and the U.S. government. Never heard this one. Come on, Canada.
All of a sudden it was dark.
It's that aliens exist.
He's real.
Dude, I'm anxiety right
I
now.
know. Drink this bleach.
I've been loving how my phone spies on me.
He ran away.
Dalai Lama is a CIA agent.
We're going to perform surgery really quick.
We're living in a simulation.
Probably. Like, we have hundreds of beautiful girls and some ugly ones.
Isn't that true, though?
Shut up. You're stupid. No one wants to hear this podcast.
We love this podcast.
The moon landing was fake.
Elvis isn't dead.
Christian touched me.
3, 2. Nice. A little splurge. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the No Shot Podcast. Episode 24? Yeah, Kobe year. Is huge. This is another huge one, back to back.
Yep. Represent helicopters.
Anyways, so it is May 28th.
2012. We are living our worst life possible.
Could you imagine if time travel was real?
No life. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, time travel would be wicked, insane. I don't know.
Would you like go way, way back in history, or would you just do like relive your life? Like you can time travel one time in your life. Where are you going?
If I relive my life, do I know what I know to this day?
Yeah, you can take your own knowledge now.
I might go back to, year 5.
And just redo, clean
Year
reset.
5, yeah. You're like, damn, I'm smart now. I know what to do.
You're like, Mom and Dad,
Get
there's a
away from me.
huge housing crisis coming. Trust me.
Invest in Bitcoin quickly.
Yeah, you heard of this thing called Yahoo? Buy it. My uncle Oscar could have like invested in Yahoo when it was a penny stock.
Really?
Still kicking himself over it to this day. And it's actually
swear.
his belated birthday, so happy belated
Happy birthday, Uncle Oscar.
Yeah.
It is a pleasure to have known you.
He's in Germany right now.
Guten Tag.
I'm pretty sure that's how they say it.
Guten Tag.
Yeah.
Just like that with that
Just-
weird.
Just a little duck to it.
Yeah. Jeez. Wild stuff. That's for sure. I need a sippy sip.
Yeah, take a little sip. Hey, by the way, absolutely love the fit, the drip drip.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where'd you get it? Tell the people.
Coles.
Coles. Ah,
Coles.
yes.
Yes.
Very prominent place here in the
The
TWP.
shorts are from Coles too. Like them. Got
What?
some Hey Dudes on, but I'm not wearing them right now. I took them off. And, it's weird. Yeah. I'm feeling kind of stylish today.
Yeah,
I
you're
got a
looking
haircut
stylish.
from Aubrey the other day.
Shout out, Obs.
Yep. Always a shout out to Aubrey. Making me look clean and crispy.
Hang on, my thing's falling. Keep going.
Oh, like you're lowering?
Yeah, it's slowly lowering.
When I paid Aubrey, I said my memo was to quitting.
Slowly working my way up to quitting. Yeah, oh yeah, I've officially announced it now, so we can talk about it on the pod.
Yeah, Chico has officially left
Our company.
the work.
Yes. Doing my
Wonderful.
own thing. Being an adventurer. All that. Look at these beautiful. Nothing but the best on this podcast. Absolute marble.
I made them. So I actually used a wet saw and cut it into this shape.
Oh, that'd be the worst. It would take forever.
Yeah, no, I'm lying.
Yeah.
That's why I lie.
We're actually both super formal today.
I know.
It's kind of nice. Very
I
professional.
changed too.
We, as you can tell now by now in the setup, multicam, new mics.
Fresh clothes.
I mean,
Are we making it big right now?
dude, we're pretty
I
much
think
big
we have
time.
money.
This is pretty much our biggest episode.
We
of
have
all time.
money, and you're out of job.
And I don't even have a job, and we
Yeah.
got money.
Oh, Randall says he does want to hang out with us.
Oh,
he
what?
wants to take us on the boat.
Is he?
Yes, he wants to take us on a boat. He
Comment
says,
down below, Randall boat vlog. That's it. Those
Yeah.
3 words.
Randall boat vlog. That's it. Yeah,
Hey, the pool's open.
pool is open.
Yeah, did you see it?
Hola, mamacita, ¿qué pasa?
Is that one of the angels that gave you kisses on Cinco?
Oh,
Dude,
no,
don't mess up the mic.
Nobody's even over there.
Yeah, right.
It's an empty dead zone.
But yeah, dude, we got to do a pool day.
I'm in. I like the pool. I like
Yeah.
water.
Yeah,
Gets me wet.
relaxing.
So, yeah.
Dude, did you guys do did you go to Garland before for the golf trip?
No, this was the first year
This-
I was actually
Gonna
asked
be-
to
oh.
go to it. So
They have a course called Swamp Fire. 16 out of 18 holes, water.
nice.
No, it was awful. I went in with 3 balls, and by the 4th hole, I was out of balls. I was like, all right, boys, we got to look for him.
It's like that one round at the Myth. We finished
Oh
up,
my
and then
gosh.
we were like, all right, we all lost balls. by the 9th hole. Let's see how many we can find just to continue playing. I think we got to like hole 14, and that was it.
We literally we were out of balls at 9, and then we just drove the hole looking for balls. Couldn't find any. Then we went to 10.
Yep.
And just did it that way. And then we would find them, lose them, find them, lose them. It was great. It was great.
The myth is still one of those that I constantly lose the ball.
Yeah,
no matter what. I mean, I could be
course.
really good at golf and still lose the ball.
100%.
Always. It's just.
It's in the genetic makeup of a pro, actually.
Yeah.
But speaking of genetic makeup, we are going to be talking about conspiracy theories. The worst transition of all time.
Segue.
Yeah, nothing but smooth as sandpaper on this podcast. But so the first one, we're going to start. We just found a random list that we thought was like mildly entertaining, and we want to work our way back. And honestly, this one's.
Are we going to go through all 12, or do we want to just pick like a couple each?
Let's just go up the list and whatever catches your eye. So I'll do the first one. I am going to start at number 12. And what's cool about this about this list, look at blue behind me, is the conspiracy. It's the actual conspiracy itself, and then actually how the conspiracy is somewhat true. So it's a very interesting twist. So here we go. Number 12, the Illuminati and the U.S. government. So the conspiracy is a secret society rules the world, the Illuminati, and the U.S. National Security, or the NSA, are in cahoots with them.
Cahoots. If you didn't know how to spell it, it's C-A-H-O-O-T-S. Cahoots.
I thought it was a K, to be honest.
I did too.
So here's the truth. We're here to tell you that a link does in fact exist. Of course, the link is a hyperlink. They just trolled us. If you type Illuminati backwards into a web browser, you will land on the NSA website. So that's kind of
interesting.
Yeah.
So,
but
Illuminati, I was telling you before the pod.
Yeah.
So during the NBA playoffs or whatever, there was a clip of like LeBron doing some type of like little quick dance or prayer or ritual, and at the end he holds up like the Illuminati triangle.
Yeah.
So people were like making comments about it. I'm like,
It's always interesting because like you hear about the Illuminati with like the government and then like the upper echelon top 1% of celebrities, and like I don't want to believe it simply because I think I'd be too scared. Like it's a scary thought to think there could be an entire like
underground
society that controls everything. Like
drinks the blood of the babies.
Yeah, that stuff, all of it, blood. They bathe in it and stuff. But like, I don't want to believe in it simply because like I think it'd be too scary if it's true.
Yeah, I think. But I feel like more and more people are just realizing, it is true. It's
there's a level of corruption. There's corruption without a doubt. I don't know if it's like we're a whole secret society that decides everything, though.
Well, because I don't know if it was the Met Gala or something that just happened.
Those are so weird.
Recently.
Yeah.
But there was a ton of people that were like, had like the triangle, Illuminati triangle. People
everywhere,
were like holding up like the sign of it and everything. So
I almost wonder if
it's interesting.
It is, but I wonder too, like, if it were me and like, because you got to figure the celebrities know these conspiracies or whatever. I wonder if they almost like play into it as a joke too.
Like, all right, we're gonna go along with it.
I'm gonna throw up the triangle. Everyone will think I'm in the
Illuminati.
Illuminati.
Even the dollar bill has it on.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. It's kind of, I wouldn't be like, I don't want to believe it because I'd rather be ignorant, but I wouldn't be surprised if it came out like one day that yes, this is all true.
Illuminati does exist.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So.
All right, next conspiracy. Comment down below. Do you believe in the Illuminati?
Canada tried to develop gaydar.
I've never heard this one. This was very interesting.
I've heard of like individuals saying like, "Oh, I have that sense of like I know who is gay, who's not, and stuff." And I'm like, okay, like that, and they'll be like, "Oh, my gaydar's on point. I know this." I'm like, okay, whatever. So, conspiracy. Canada government was so paranoid about homosexuality that it developed a gaydar machine.
Come on, Canada.
It's always Canada.
Unbelievable.
So, the truth, it really happened. In the 1960s, the government hired a university professor to develop a way to detect homosexuality in federal employees.
That's crazy.
He came up with a machine that measured pupil dilation in response to same-sex erotic imagery. That is weird.
That's so weird. Hey, watch this.
Yeah, could you imagine being forced to be like, watch this man on man real quick?
Yeah.
Because you're a man. And you're just like...
Then you're like, eyes don't change. Eyes don't change. Like,
it's like, how do you... I mean, what if the lighting was bad in the room?
Right.
And then, all of a sudden it was dark. the film showed, brightened up. Your pupils are like, ugh.
Right.
Or like it was super bright in the room, then the lights went out, and you're like, ugh.
I wonder what the consequences of the actions were back in the 60s. They're like, get him out of here. Nope, can't do it. Or it was for federal employees, so like maybe they got fired.
Yeah.
But
Fred,
that's so weird.
Fred, if you don't mind, I gotta show you something really quick. It's really cool. Hey, isn't this a incineration room? Yes. Fine, go ahead.
Thank you for nothing. Goodbye forever.
Thank you for sinning. Goodbye.
Oh my gosh, that's so weird.
Wild.
Canada, man. All right, the next one, number 11. This one's kind of popular. Everybody always talks about it. But it's that aliens exist and that they're in Area 51 within the Southwest.
New Mexico area.
Is that where it is?
Yeah, I think that's where the Area 51 is.
I'm sure there's a secret facility there, but I don't think it. Like during COVID, there was a guy. He was like the scientist that allegedly like worked at Area 51, and they did this whole thing, like a deep dive on it.
Yeah.
And everybody said he was like a crazy person though, so it's like. They always discredit you. I'm sure there's got to be something sus out there, but I don't know if aliens exist.
I mean, aliens do exist because, anyone that comes into the country illegally is considered an alien. I think...
Extraterrestrial life form.
There we go, because, aliens...
Speaking of which, it is a picture of E.T. on the website.
Yeah, they said E.T. is real. I think if you read it, I think it says E.T. is real.
Is buried in the desert of New Mexico. This one is real. The Atari video game E.T. failed so miserably. Oh, it buried the unsold cartridges of the game in the Southwest.
No, there was a clip recently where it had like a circular ship just floating in the air, and airplanes were flying by it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw it. Barstool posted it, I think. I'm sure it's probably just like someone doing like some Photoshop or something. But I mean, I don't buy into it.
I even saw, I think Jordan got, like, the Apple News on your phone.
Right.
I think yesterday there was, like, a UFO over a naval battleship or something.
Yeah.
But
there's a movie called Battleship where they fight aliens.
Really?
Yeah.
You've
seen it with Taylor Kitsch and stuff in it.
Wasn't it, like, really bad?
No, it's good.
Blue's messing up the cameras.
No, it's a good one. It's a good movie.
I
enjoy it. No, it's solid. But
technically, like, anything can be a UFO because it's unidentified flying object. So they just say UFO because it's, like, the catchword.
So if you're religious or not and you understand, like, the rapture and believe in the rapture.
That's what we talked about today at church.
Oh, did you? Nice. I know they were talking about how they're trying to normalize, like, UFOs and everything and try to make it seem like it's a legitimate thing. Because when the rapture happens, there's this mass disappearance, and there would be so many things that they wouldn't know how to explain why all of a sudden these people disappeared. So I think they're trying to, like, condition you into understanding that, hey, detriment.
This dog's giving me anxiety right now. Go place. Love
it's
you.
like, hey, like, UFOs happen, they come in, so they're trying to, like, convince you that there's all these things.
And there's going to be, like, when we all get taken up, it's gonna be like, oh, aliens took everybody.
Yeah, and that's what they're gonna try to convince and spin it off, so this way people don't freak out. So,
I would buy that. I would buy that. So coming in at number 9, which I think this was true, way back when, Big Tobacco knew that cigarettes cause cancer. Do you remember when they like first released cigarettes? Mm-hmm. They were like advertised to like smoke them while you're pregnant, like all these terrible things. But yeah, I 100% believe that they always knew cigarettes were bad for you.
1,000%. I mean, you can't just mix a bunch of chemicals and
carcinogens.
Think it's good. It's like saying, hey, drink this bleach, it'll make you live longer, when in reality it's just going to destroy every little every little organ in your body.
It's going to be a good deep cleansing for your insides.
Yes. Remember when Trump said everyone should just drink bleach?
Yeah, and then that got blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Dumb.
Okay, next one. Which one are you doing?
Let's see. The government spying on you. That's not even a conspiracy. That's just true.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest.
I can't lie. I've been loving how my phone spies on me because I would just be like, in my phone, I'll be like, new camera, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then I start to get all the advertisements for it. I'm like, that's pretty considerate.
Yeah, I mean, it's expected. I mean, it's going to be Big Brother eventually.
Oh, 100%. 1984 is coming true. Do you want to lift that up? Just, uh-oh. I'm moving. Back to this way. Turn it this way. A little more, and we're good. Beautiful. I need to like tape that.
Pardon our distractions. But no, it's like everything's just becoming Big Brother.
100%.
I mean, look, they had issues where Alexa would be listening to you.
Oh, I remember that.
And that still happens. I mean, you can ask Alexa, be like, hey, do you work for the government? And she'll respond, I'm not supposed to answer that or something like that. Yeah.
Dude, I don't use it, but like when the AI bot came on to Snapchat, I refused to use it.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about AI really quick,
I don't like
because
AI.
I don't understand what they're not learning. We have movies upon movies that talk about how AI is not a good idea and how it's bad. Terminator.
Yeah.
And it's funny because every time we're saying the same thing that they say in the movie is, no, we have control. We understand what it's doing. They say the same garbage in the movie, and next thing you know, there's still mass genocide and everyone's dying.
Dude, even Elon Musk doesn't like support
No,
AI.
not at all. He wants it. He
says it shouldn't be done, and I'm like, if he's saying it, why would anybody else be like, yeah, you know what, we should still keep going?
Because I saw this clip. They actually did a conversation with an AI bot.
Okay.
And the AI refused to answer certain things. And AI, because they're like, oh, we're all about, like, we listen to our humans and we do what our humans said. And they were going like, well, if a human said, hey, we need to kill so-and-so, would you do it? And they're like, they couldn't answer it. He ran away. We're going to perform surgery really quick.
Live on air.
Scalpel? Sorry, kiddos.
We're back.
But yeah.
Yeah, dude, AI,
it's just
never. Like, could you imagine if somebody one day is like, hey, we found a way to recreate dinosaurs? We're like, we have
7 movies saying why it's a bad idea.
Only 3 of them are, actually 2 of them are good, but it doesn't matter. There's so much. Yeah, I could never, like, dinosaurs no, AI no. Like, it's just, it always goes
I'm even
bad.
against, like, the whole, like, flying car stuff. Like, I don't want that.
Dude, you know what's sick, though? They have those, like, the military has those, like, hover ones where it's, like, just, like, it floats, but it's not, like, floating. And it's always funny, like, when you watch an old movie from, like, the 80s and they're like, year 2023.
I'm like, that's not happening.
That's not what it looks like. They'd be so disappointed.
Yeah, it's some wild stuff. Let's see.
Did you say yours yet?
Yeah, I did the government spying on you.
So this one I like. This one I just kind of found out about. So we're at number 6. Now we're jumping up. The Dalai Lama's impressive salary. So the conspiracy is the Dalai Lama is a CIA agent. But did you see that clip of what happened with him?
No, I didn't.
He was like meeting somewhere in some country, and he like told a kid to like suck his tongue. Yeah, it was really creepy. Like you could like when you looked at him, he was completely like mesmerized by this like little kid, and then he told him to suck his tongue.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
super
sucking
weird.
a tongue and
Weird.
What does that do? Like, does it sit there?
So the conspiracy theory is because the Dalai Lama is always smiling, is because he secretly has a 6-figure salary he pulled down from the U.S. government during the 60s. He earned $180K in the CIA's funding of the Tibetan resistance to the tune of $1.7 million per year.
Jeez.
So he's allegedly a secret
agent, man,
for the CIA to funnel them information from all the places he goes.
That's wild.
That'd be kind of sick. Like that would be a dope story. Other than the whole like getting your tongue sucked by a kid thing. Yeah, that's a swift punch to the face.
I don't get that. Like, why?
But that would be dope to be like, yo, I'm this crazy public figure, but I'm actually a secret government agent.
Right. Jeez, that's insane.
That's like movie stuff right there.
That is a movie.
Yeah.
Maybe we're living in a movie.
Dude,
like the
life
Matrix.
could. That's always a popular one. People think like we're living in a simulation.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't think.
What if our dreams are actually like the real life versions of us trying to come back to where we should be?
Interesting. I've always thought dreams could be like almost an alternate reality that you've lived, and so like while you dream, you like see that reality.
Yeah. So right now we're on Earth 1, but that could be happening in Earth 23,
right,
or something like
or
that. Like a multiverse.
That'd be sick. Or like when you have deja vu, you are like where you are in a different life is where you like they cross paths, so that's why you always feel like you've lived that moment.
Oh. Christian touched me.
Christian 75,000 touched me. But like I always thought that was cool. What do you think deja vu is? Do you ever think about it?
Deja Vu is a adult entertainment club
in Pontiac.
I
think
don't
it's
go
shut
there.
down.
But
yeah, I think it's shut down.
I remember the sign was always like, "We have hundreds of beautiful girls and some ugly ones."
Really?
Yeah.
Well, wasn't that? Or no, that was Electricity. I think I'm thinking of Electricity.
Yeah, Deja Vu's on Woodward.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Electricity used to be a church. And then it became a nightclub, and now it's back to being a church.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. It used to be a church. I
did not know that.
Because I think I remember hearing how a company that used to be in business, they got asked to like help convert it over.
Oh.
And they refused to because they were like, it used to be a church. Like, we don't want to support that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Kind of crazy.
So I looked up a different site.
Okay.
And I looked at one, and it was well, there's two I want to go over. The moon landing was fake.
That's a popular one.
That's super popular, and to be honest, part of me believes it was fake.
Really?
Yeah, because all of a sudden we just out of nowhere had the capability to just send people into space.
They were like hyper competitive with Russia because it was like a race to who could get there first.
Yeah, but it wasn't until Russia's like, we can get to the moon, then we came back and we're like, oh yeah, we can get to the moon now too.
But they like, I at least I've heard it was like, all the best minds in the entire world became involved in it in order to make so like every scientist, like brilliant mind in the whole U.S. all came together.
Okay.
And that could be how they did it so fast. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just have my doubts about
it's always
it every
interesting
now and then. So
because we haven't been back since.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know.
Don't you want to go check on the flag and make sure it's okay?
You would think by now it's easier, but Pastor mentioned today that I think they're gonna get ready to go back in a few years or something like that. He's really into space.
Is he?
I love space.
Yeah, space is cool.
Like, it's so interesting to think, like, what if we're in one part of the galaxy, and then in the other part of the galaxy is where that multiverse happens, and, like, that's where your other lives are.
To be honest, I wish we could go through different galaxies. That would be sweet.
Yeah. Like, in a reasonable time.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't it take, like, 20 lifetimes to get to Mars or something like that?
Something like that.
It's absurd.
But you don't age in space.
Really?
So, yeah. Because like time does not exist in space.
That's crazy.
So like you actually don't age in space. It's wild.
That is wild.
I'm sure you could eventually die,
right?
You know, because of old age. But like you actually like your features don't age.
You'll look great when you're dead.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I came back dead and he looked great. So,
all right, what's the next one?
JFK was assassinated by the government.
Isn't that true though? They've been like leaking documents within the last few years.
So it actually had to do with like this whole exploiting the Illuminati and like the child sex ring and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So JFK was gonna leak all this information about the CIA and stuff.
And I think he was trying to
and he was with Marilyn Monroe too.
Yeah.
And she was a part of it, and then she died.
They both died.
Yeah.
I think they said he was also trying to like dissolve the CIA or the FBI.
Yeah, he was trying to
or
expose
if not all
the
of
CIA.
them or whatever. But I think that was part of it too. So that's why they said he was assassinated by them.
And it's kind of interesting because I mean JFK, Marilyn Monroe, and then now you have like all these singers that get involved into like
those other things.
Those,
yeah,
like
the Epstein stuff.
Yeah, like the umbrella
yeah.
of it. Like you had Chester Bennington, who was like all about, you know, the child ring and stuff like that. You had Avicii.
Yeah.
And then like trying
There's two other guys.
Yeah.
Chris Cormier, he was like the lead singer of a different band, and then like one more.
Chris Cornell or something?
Yeah, that's what it was.
There we go, yeah.
And then there was one more guy, because I remember I saw a post on Instagram, and like, I think in all of their deaths, which were all self-inflicted, allegedly, they all had like red ties on their door handles or something, which is always a sign of like somebody was there or something like that. But at the same time, I'm like, why would you leave a consistent clue that this could be not an actually self-inflicted? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's calling interesting. Card, like in the Home Alone, the wet bandits,
the sticky bandits,
the sticky bandits, and the wet bandits.
It's like, a rebrand, Marv.
Yeah. Jeez. But yeah, it's always interesting to dive into this because
there's so much to it.
Yeah. There's something more.
I think some fun ones that I've always had in the back of my pocket, and somebody put it on like one of those anonymous ask question ones, is that like Elvis isn't dead, Tupac isn't dead, Michael Jackson isn't dead, like B.I.G. isn't dead. They're all like living in like Cuba or a remote place because they were tired of being famous, so they wanted to just change where they live. And so they escaped the fame by doing that.
Disney created Frozen, the movie, as a distraction.
For what?
So people have long discussed the conspiracy that Walt Disney uses cryogenics technology to freeze himself after he died, which I heard like he froze his head or whatever. So even though the Disney family refutes the claims, however, a new theory is that the Walt Disney Company created Frozen as a way to hack Google's search algorithm to distract consumers from information about the late Walt Disney's possible frozen procedure.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, so to kind of touch base off of like the Illuminati we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Denver International Airport.
Oh yeah.
Is supposed to be like the Illuminati headquarters or something because of that horse statue in the underground tunnels.
Didn't you say? Because you were telling us when we Colorado vlog. Scroll back, find those.
Yeah.
Isn't that? Yeah, you were telling me that when we got there. Like, there's like a whole city underneath it or something.
Yeah, they're saying like there's a city underneath like the airport, and that the guy that was building that horse statue is actually like possessed,
and it's because like cursed, right?
Because of like the eyes that when they were trying to finish it, he died. I think before it could be finished.
Okay. And then
somebody else had to come and redo it, and then I guess he died or got seriously injured while finishing it. So some wild stuff.
That's an interesting one. You know, it kind of stinks. Andy Mills is big on these.
Andy Mills is huge on conspiracy.
Dude, too bad. We could have had him on as a guest.
Yeah.
We got to fly him out. That's what
we got to get Andy Mills out here. Dude, Mike too. Mike Blonde.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of the guys I work with, Chico's ex-employee friend.
Coworker.
Yeah, that would have been he would go to town on this. I don't even think we would be able to talk on the microphones.
Probably not.
So,
but
wild.
Yeah, I mean we're wrapping it up now. We've hit a good
26 minutes. There we go.
That was flying. So. But comment down below. Did we miss any conspiracy theories that you guys like or believe, or what are your opinions on some of the ones
that we talked about? Yeah, like, do you agree? Do you like, okay, shut up, you're stupid, no one wants to hear this podcast, or do you want to continue to listen to it?
You love this podcast.
Deeper.
You will only watch this podcast
forever. Subscribe, like, send us gifts,
all the things.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Kobe episode, multicam, new mics. Christian's fresh to death. I'm getting a haircut.
I know. Aubrey said you want to go short.
I'm going short. I'm getting
rid of it. I went short too.
I'm so sick. Like, this goes all the way
in the back. Yeah,
it's just way too much.
Yeah, I went short too. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. I don't care. So
you pull it off. But all right, we love you guys. Thank you for watching. See you next week.